Hello all. Join me down at Elphicks Pullens. It's March the 4th, Monday, March the 4th. And yeah, finally managed to get on Pullens Lake at Elphicks. Yeah, been looking forward to this one, knowing there's 3 upper 50s swimming around out there. Yeah, it's quite a water, a lot of big fish. It's not a big water, probably about 4 acres, I suppose. 4 or 5 acres, I imagine. Yeah, it's quite long. Yeah, the lake goes right down there, right down to the far end of the reeds. I'm in swim 1 on the roadside. Didn't have a lot to go on, to be fair. I mean, it was a bitterly cold night. Dropped down as hard frost this morning. Yeah, the only thing I had to go on was the fact that this end was smothered in bubbles. Whether it was fish crashing in the night out here, or whether the bubbles had drifted in here, it's all the wildlife, I don't know. But that's all I had to go on. So next to nothing else, and I drew 1 in the draw. I let everyone else pick first, and they left me ball 1 in the bag. So yeah, I chose this one. Whether it's the right one or the wrong one, we will know at the end of the session. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this. I've got the rods out. Well, to be fair, I've been here a few hours now. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning now. Yeah, spots look pretty obvious, to be fair. Keep an eye on the middle of the lake, but when you walk round and you see someone stuck a stick in the ground opposite, and you think, definitely fishing across. Now, if they've been fishing across, that means that bait goes across over there a fair bit. Yeah, so the fish are going to visit there. They're hungry. So that was the idea in that. I've got one round in the corner here, round to the left in the bay against the reeds, and 2 opposite. Yeah, Phil was fishing with us. He thought we see a few bubbles out, sort of 3 parts of the way across out here when we walked around this morning. But I didn't see him to confirm it, to be fair. But it was the only sort of, so much water when you got ball. Pressure's on when you pick one on it. Sometimes I prefer coming out last because you just don't know. It's all new. It's all a learning curve now. We've got 48 hours ahead of us. There's 4 of us on late booking. So yeah, by all accounts, it didn't do a lot of the weekend. One fish, I think 42, I think, come out of the weekend. So yeah, they're not been throwing themselves up the bank, but you don't expect them to in a water like Pullens. Yes, full of big carp that are heavily pressured day in, day out. So yeah, I've not got the bivvy up. I've got the rods out. To be fair, found 3 wonderful spots. You touch the lid down and you get that bounce in your line. You think, yeah, that's the one. And yes, I think it's at the foot of the marginal shelf over there. To be fair, that's where I've decided to put them. Yeah, really, really looking forward to this session. We'll see how it goes. At the moment, nothing to report other than the fact I've got to get my bivvy and everything set up. It's all in the van, but the van is literally right behind me there. Look. So yeah, now the rods are out, I can just slowly start setting up the bivvy and everything whilst keeping an eye on the water. Just gone in with crumb and maggots initially. I've got pellets and corn with me, but just decided to go in softly. The trouble is you never know what's gone in before you. Yeah, so I've decided I just literally went round there. I found the spots I was happy with, went round the other side, and it's literally, I think I've done 3 or 4 sort of handfuls of crumb and maggots over the top of each. Yeah, and I could do that over all 3 rods, even the one down to the left. I could throw it to it. So we see anything out in the middle, and I should just put a bag out. But we'll see how it goes. The wind at the moment is pushing down the other end. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. 4 of us on, we've all got plenty of water. So right, enough waffling for now, guys. I'm going to yeah, slowly set the bivvy net up, and who knows, maybe good old Cheddar will bring me a cup of tea in a bit. Well, guys, I think I might have trod in something, to be fair. As you know, we're on Pullens. I've had the rods out 4 hours now. Middle rod has just signalled a nice slow steady take, and we have a giant in the landing net. Look at that absolute kipper. Yeah, that's a well, I wouldn't even like to say, but that's big, proper big, well into 40 pound. Anyway, right, let's get the scale sorted out and get her sorted. Yeah, proper big carp. What a blimmin' start. Well, guys, this is incredible. First ever session on Pullens. Yeah, been here 4 hours. Well, 4 hours with the rods out. Yeah, this monster paid me a visit. Middle rod signalled a nice slow steady take, and this giant paid me a visit. 42.6. We'll take that. We will take that. What a cracker that is. That's a proper one. I knew it was a good one. It wiped out the right hand rod straight away, ploughing off towards Cheddar, and yeah, what's a result. Right, I'll quickly show you the other side. I want to get it back. I've already done some stills. Yeah, buzzing. What more can I say? Still on the first day, ain't done a night yet. Crazy. What a cracking carp that is though. Very, very nice. Right, turn around. Apologies for the distant sticks in the background, but it is what it is. Didn't actually notice it on the camera, so it's obviously, with the video lens being bigger, it's obviously picked it up like that, but yeah, what a carp. Aye. We'll take that for our first fish out of Pullens, won't we? 4 hours fishing? Sure we won't. That is one big thick set carp. A proper one. Happy days, guys. I'm going to get her back. Buzzing. Here she goes, guys. Big old girl going back. Go on, girl. Well, you go. Thanks for coming. Happy days. Well, guys, what a result today has been. Yeah, our first session down at Pullens, down the Elphicks complex. Dying to get on here, to be fair. Yeah, just never been able to get booked on. You know, that and my love for the North Lake, but yeah, didn't expect to get one in the first 4 hours. That was yeah, that was something. But yeah, sadly, my mate down in the corner, down the opposite end, is he's just lost a 40 at the net. Yeah, that must be tough on him. But yeah, we're coming into the first night, or we will be very shortly. Getting pestered by birds opposite now, I really am. But they haven't picked me up as yet. I might have to go around and put a bit more bait out. It's only crumb and maggots, so yeah, I might have to go and put a bit more out after dark. Diving all over me at the moment, but yeah, fingers crossed for more. I mean, it's been a good session already, even if nothing else does happen. But yeah, I'd like to think there's more about. If you know, if we've had one already, we shall see. I think I'm away. Well, guys, I wasn't away at all. Yeah, no, it was sadly it was a trailer. Yeah, I was playing it for a while. Couple of minutes, well, a minute or so probably. Yeah, and it come off. But hopefully one of us will reel it in just to free it of the tackle it's carrying. But yeah, it feels good. Feels good. I mean, you've got to be confident, catching that one, you know, quickly earlier. You've got to be confident going into the night. Although I do think if it probably won't be night bites, it'll be daylight. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Having not fished it before, I don't really know what happens. Not everything gets posted up over the internet, so you just don't know what occurs. You just got to try and work it out for yourself. But yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'm just debating on whether to go around and put a few more crumbs in it in. And just had another bleep. Wonder if it's that trailer again. But yeah, I mean, I always look when I have a bleep because I love me Delkins. There's times when you're fishing like locked up and that to have them on full sensitivity, but I only ever have them on free. So generally when you get a bleep, you know that line's moved. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, I'd like to reel him in and free him of the tackle, but yeah, I don't really want to be wiped out by him all night. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for another one or two. Got ducks over the other side now, diving all over me. But yeah, I might creep back round there just before dark because definitely wiping me out of a bit of bait over there now. Still, if anything happens in the night, guys, as usual, you will be the first to know. Failing that, I'll speak to you in the morning. Morning all. It is dawn. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. We've just done our first night. What a strange night that was. Didn't hear anything. Had a strange drop back on the right hand rod. Yeah, which I now think was a blooming mallard because I had a screamer off a mallard at 5 o'clock in the morning. Not ideal. I mean, I love the morning bite times, and yeah, when you get wiped out by a duck before bite time in the mornings, yeah, it's quite frustrating. So with me having that strange drop back on the right hand rod, which fell to the floor, I thought, well, let's do them all. Let's get them all ready for the day. So yeah, I've been cast them all back across. Been round there, just put a few more crumbs and maggots out there, the old ASM chops and crumb. Yeah, and we're awaiting developments. But the good thing is that we've managed to get the free the tethered one that wiped me out yesterday. Yeah, I heard a Delkin going this morning. Heard a bit of splashing shortly after, and my old mate Cheddar's up there hand lining it in. Yeah, got in an hell of a state all around his rods and whatever. But yeah, we got it out. But guys, when you come to Elphicks, it's a lovely place to be. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. You're pretty much left to your own. But I'm telling you, if you're going to come here and use barbed hooks and stupid stuff like that, it start being rather uncomfortable, I should imagine. I know I wouldn't want it happening to me. If you use the right rigs, use the right shape hook for what you're fishing. Barb is sustain just as good as a barb, so just keep to the rules. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating. It'd been in there a while as well, to be fair. The hook showed signs of rusting, which was a bit odd. It's obviously Been swimming around the pond with it for a while. No mouth damage or nothing like that, but it's yeah, it was a barbed hook. I think the barbed would have come out by now, but anyway, but yeah, that's sorted. So yeah, we're just waiting on developments really. Like I say, it's only early in the morning. It is, yeah. I love mornings. You always feel like you're in with a chance of a bite in the morning. But yeah, I've got seen nothing, heard nothing. Yeah, other than reeling in that blooming duck 5 in the morning, which is a bit odd. Yeah, but now the rods are all sorted for the day. Bit of small amount of bait over the top. Hopefully we're in with a shout now. Yes, fingers crossed. Because you know, it done me a bite yesterday, early afternoon. So yeah, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yeah, meanwhile, I'm going to finish my cup of tea and await developments. I haven't bored you with a rig again, guys. To be fair, those of you that follow me a lot know I love the slip D, and when you're fishing wafters and maggots, the wafters tip with maggots rather. Yeah, that's what I use, the braided slip D. It's all over my vlogs. Yeah, how to tie it and all sorts, as I've got it on my channel. Yeah, those of you that follow me a lot know the rig I'm using. I do swap and change it, especially on big chucks. I found that the braid I use on it, in conjunction with a PVA mesh stick slid down the rig, you whack that out and you're not happy, especially against the wind. You go to wind it back, and the braid twists. It ends up about 2 inches shorter when you cast it out. It's a little bit odd, but just going to have to try and find another braided material, I think, to start using with it. But yeah, as you know, if you don't put a stick on generally with a braided hook length, it's generally going to tangle. So yeah, definitely needs looking into. But short range like this, what am I fishing? I'm fishing 11 and 3/4. So yeah, it's a short chuck in it, so you're never going to get any problems going that range. As you'll see in my Redlands vlogs, they would have been out by the time you watch this. I had to change there to a fluorocarbon D rig in the end, because fishing at 19 wraps against the wind, if I weren't happy and I was winding it back, that's what was happening. Under the pressure of the stick, the rig was rotating through the water, and it was making it 2 inches shorter than when it went out. So yeah, that was it's a bit frustrating, but at least we're aware of it. Yeah, at the moment, sitting here watching the water, staring at Phil opposite, it's all very, very quiet, other than the fact that we've just that cheddar next door just reeled that tether one in, so at least he's free. Right, guys, I will catch up with you all in a bit. Fingers crossed with a carp. Well, guys, what a surprise! It's raining. We haven't seen any of that this winter. Jesus. Yeah, as usual, wasn't meant to rain for the duration we're here, and it's absolutely tipping it down. Yeah. But yeah, don't forget, guys, when you come to Elphicks, try the old carp catcher's calf out. It's good. Yeah, there's some really good food in there. Yeah, we got everyone a breakfast stick and that earlier, and yeah, really nice. So yeah, try them out for sure. But yes, it is gloomy out there. No wind, just a lot of rain above us now by the looks of it. Come on the carp.
Typical big fish in a small water though, you know, they must creep around out here totally unnoticed. We've seen nothing, absolutely nothing. But yeah, I've noticed that before when you know, the waters generally ain't that big and they sort of creep around completely unnoticed. So yeah, fingers crossed there's another one, isn't it?
Well guys, this weather is relentless. It's been raining now for several hours. Yeah, just got a just tied up another rig. I'm going to change things tonight for the last night. The strange thing was not a lot to go on. I mean, but like I say, it's nothing. We haven't seen anything or anything like that. The only strange occurrence I had was this morning. I had 2 bleeps on the right hand rod and 1 on the left hand rod in the space of, I don't know, it was flat calm, no rain, and it was in the space of about 15 minutes. That makes me think that even though I'm backlidded, fish are clipping the line as they're coming in and out. Yeah, there was no bird life at the time or anything like that. So I think tonight, rather than have 3 going across, I'm going to fish 2 just on bags. I'm going to have 1 at 6 wraps, 1 at 9 wraps, and 1 back on the other side where I had that fish from yesterday. That way, I think I've got the bay covered as they're coming, you know, as they're coming in or out for that matter. Yeah, I think I'll have the whole bay covered then, rather than having all my eggs in one basket on that far margin. After all, it's only done, you know, I know everyone's sort of struggling. I mean, I'm more than happy with what I've had, but yeah, we're definitely scratching for bites. So yeah, I'm just going to fish bags on 2, 6 and 9 wraps, and then 1 back across the 11 3/4 to the stick poking in the ground on the other side. Yeah, all the usual on the usual slip D's, slip D rig, little wafter capped off with a little bit of pop up, make it critically balanced. Yeah, and that's on all 3 rods. Just literally the only thing I'm going to do different on the one I had the fish on is literally put some maggots above it. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully when the rain stops, because it's yeah, it's a nightmare at the moment. It really is. But yeah, as soon as it stops, I think I'm going to pull 2 rods in off the other side. Like I say, just flick them out on bags. But yeah, like I say, since this morning, that 15-minute sort of window where I was getting a few bleeps, nothing since, and we haven't seen a fish, so nothing to go on. So I think for the last sort of night, and we've got till sort of around lunchtime, we're going to be away tomorrow to have 3 rods in different areas. That's going to be the way forward. Try and buy that next bite. Yeah, we shall have to. All we can do is try. We should have to see what happens. But yeah, that rain at the moment. Oh dear. Still, have a cup of tea and wait for it to stop. Right, guys, the rain is still coming down. It's been most of the day now, or definitely most of the afternoon. Yeah, changed things this evening. I think there's too much line pressure on the other side, so yeah, I've got one towards the bivvy there, but only about, I don't know, 20 yards out. Another one in line with this tree here, probably 2/3 of the way across, and one still heading at the stick over there on the far margin at 11 3/4. So yeah, all on the old slip D's, with wafters on their own. ASM wafters tipped with a little bit of pop up, or ASM wafters tipped with maggots. So yeah, fingers crossed for another one. Certainly been like looking at dead water though. we are yet to see one nut out or fizz or anything. So yeah, maybe tonight will be different. Who knows? But as usual, guys, if anything happens in the night, you'll be the first to know. Failing that, I'll speak to you in the morning. Morning all. Very quiet night. As you can hear, I'm suffering with a cold. But yeah, very, very quiet night again. Had a strange occurrence at about, I think it's about 10:30 last night, where the bobbin just hit the floor on the left-hand rod. I thought, hello, we're away, picked the rod up, nothing there. Whether a fish clipped the line and the lead just got dislodged, I don't know. But yeah, I feel that I should have gone round there and put a marker float out, to be fair, in that margin. I'm wondering if there's two shelves over there. But yeah, amazingly, I couldn't sit behind the rod this morning knowing that I've only got sort of 5.5 hours left. I mean, it's not even 7 o'clock yet, but it's about 6:30, I think. But anyway, I couldn't sit behind the rods or behind that rod knowing that I cast it in the dark. So I just cast it back out, sailed straight out, bang, crack, straight down. That spot must be small because I hit that on the first cast over there and had that 42 on the first day. And yeah, it's just landed straight back in there. So that'd be interesting if it goes now, because it is 100% on that same spot now. So yeah, like I say, it must be small because I haven't been able to hit it since. Although I've got good drops and it's been clear, I've not got a drop like that one again until now. So yeah, but that's it now. The other rods are staying put until we go. I had to redo that one after being, after redoing it in the dark. So we'll see. Bowler kit, I think it's been very slow. I've not heard any other boys caught anything. But yeah, fingers crossed for one more chance. Lovely and mild again last night. Sort of thing. I mean, just when you think you understand carp, they always throw a spanner in the works. To be fair, because the day we arrived, it had heavy frost. I had one, Toby lost one down the other end. Seemed to be a lot more sort of movement that afternoon. Only on the lines, no head and shoulder and nothing. But since then, it's been definitely quiet. I know some of it was due to getting liners, the wrong sort of liners from a fish that was tethered. So, but it definitely seemed more lively on the first day. It hasn't been quite the same since, or whether it's just because they realised that they soon wised up to the fact they were actually being fished for. But I'm more than happy the way it's gone. To get one on my first session here. Yeah, a 40-pounder as well, that'd do nicely. Yeah, like I say, I've been dying to get on here for some time. Never been able to get booked on. It's always busy, with the amount of big ones in here. Yeah, and it's one or two trips managed to get this year. We've got a trip at the end of April, early May, week-long session. Yeah, me and a few mates, like we usually have up West End, but it's on here this year, so that is proper big carp season then. So fingers crossed for that. But yeah, I'm going to sit back, guys, have a cup of tea with the snivels. And just hope there is that one last final roll of the dice. Yeah, I'm well pleased with the way that went out there. Bang, first cast, whack, that'd do nicely. Down to the cart now. Packing up will start in about 3 hours time, 3 or 4 hours time. But yeah, plenty of time. Just need them to if they're not already out there. Just need them to creep back in. That's the only downside to fishing a little bay. You know, I've still got all the main body of the lake to move about in. But, like I say, I can't grumble. Can't grumble at all. Been a good trip, that's for sure. Right, guys, I'm gonna finish my tea, stare at the water, doing nothing. Catch up in a bit. So it begins, guys, mating season. Yeah, there's two males fighting over the female. Well, guys, we have come to the end. We have 3 rods laying on the floor. Yeah, in the dying moments. It's been a tricky one, that's for sure. I'm more than happy of walking away with one. That's been the only one between our group of 4. By all accounts, talking to a fellow I know down on North Lake's fish pretty much the same. Lake booking down there, only 3 fish out in 3 nights down there for the lads. So yeah, it's fishing tricky. But yeah, buzzing with that one. First session here on Pullens, and yeah, 42 pounder for me trouble, so that was good. But yeah, if you like the video, guys, give us a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, click the notification bell, that way you'll be notified the next time one of my vlogs go live. By all means, follow me, Adam Honeyset on Facebook, Adam Carp Honeyset on Instagram, and one thing's for sure, we'll be seeing you on the bank somewhere very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. All the best.